All right, the Utah Jazz snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. Huge night for Jazz fans. Also a great night for the Kings. Both sides got to be happy. I know I am so very happy. The Kings were without Domantas Sabonis. They were without Malik Monk. They were without, who was the other one? DeMar DeRozan. And they were still able to get the win. They started Doug McDermott, who they picked up like a week before the season started, and they were able to get this win tonight. Big time win for them. Start Trey Lyles at center. Their defense wasn't very good, but the offense from De'Aaron Fox was out of this world. Look at that, 19 free throws. He scored 49, should have been over 50, but he missed a couple big-time ones at the end. Luckily, the Kings were able to figure it out. Trey Lyles was actually big time in this, shooting the three. He was knocking down the open threes like crazy, 5 for 7. Doug McDermott, Dougie McBuckets was Dougie McSuckets tonight. He was 2 for 6 from 3, 2 for 7 from the field. Was not very good. Showed why he was maybe not on a team right before the season started. But they got some just big time clutch buckets from different players. Kevin Huerter hit enough threes to make him valuable. That's really all I got to say. The big-time player, as far as the Kings, was De'Aaron Fox. I mean, in 2 games, 2 nights in a row, back-to-back, he puts up monster numbers. I think he scored 60 the game before. I can't remember. Absolutely monstrous night for Fox. Goes 49. Should have been 50. That's like over 100 points in 2 days. That's crazy. So, big-time night for him. Really great. All right, let's talk about the Utah Jazz. This might not be the longest video tonight. It's a late one, but we do video every game, guys. We do it every game. And we also do the live stream. So you guys can be there with me during the live stream. You can be there with me during this. So anyways, and by the way, is the chat working? If any members are watching it, let me see in the chat. I keep wondering because someone was mentioning chat during the live stream, and I did not. People aren't commenting, which is fine. It's also fine. Hey, there's Diego Figueroa, my man Diego. Let's see. All right, Lauri Markkanen played fantastic in this one. His shooting was just on fire. His three-point shooting this season has been fantastic. He's over 42%, probably at 43 now with this night. 25 points, just 3 turnovers, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. He really is showing that he's just the elite three-point shooter playing off of a star. So if the Jazz can somehow pull off this tank, get the top pick or a top 3 pick in this draft, and then have Markkanen play off of that player, just absolutely sensational way to build this team. So his shooting is remarkable. 25 points, you just can't say enough. It's just too good because it makes me nervous during the games because I'm wanting the Jazz to lose the games. And they keep giving me heart attacks. So, nice night from Lauri Markkanen. He's phenomenal. Utah just needs to not be phenomenal this season. John Collins is having such an incredible season. He was 16 points, 8 rebounds tonight, 2 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks. I mean, he's Walker Kessler, who is out. All I can say is that he's phenomenal. John Collins is playing great. He spreads the floor. He's doing nice things. He's playing good enough that he's scaring me in these games, right? I want the Jazz to have a superstar from this draft, and I want the Jazz to build around that superstar. John Collins is playing so well, he's making me nervous. So, something to watch. Kyle Filipowski is now making a name for himself as one of the rookie leaders. In fact, I want to pull up 2024. Let's see. So, bring this over. I think Kyle Filipowski, if he keeps playing like this, deserves some real consideration for all rookie team for sure. When you look at these different rookies, Donovan Klingen's been incredible. Dillingham hasn't hardly played. Zach Edey's probably going to get some consideration. Cody Williams has not been playing well for Utah. Let's see, Modest Buzelis doesn't really play. Topic doesn't play. You look at all these names. Carrington's having a good season. He's probably going to be all rookie. Jared McCain going to probably be all rookie with what he's doing with them. But then you go all the way down. I mean, Collier's having some nice moments. Utah, their last two picks are turning out to be some of the most impressive of this draft class. It's crazy they got Filipowski in the second round in number 32. He's playing so well. And he starts tonight, and look at these numbers. 2 for 5. He only took 5 shots, but 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals. He was a plus 12 in a Jazz 4-point loss. He defends hard. He plays with piss and vinegar. I love the tenacity, the fight. He is just absolutely everything you could want in a draft pick. He's part of the future, guys. Absolutely. I mean, what a fun and nice find for the Jazz. They have Collins listed at power forward, but they kind of switch between the two. But if Filipowski can continue to just improve and play like this from the center spot and be a weapon from 3 and also be a scorer, he plays tough inside, rebounds the ball. I mean, in 28 minutes, he had 7 rebounds. That's pretty decent. Now, you hope that he can be a little bit better rebounding the ball, but not too bad. Got to be, you just got to be so happy with the development of Filipowski and what he's doing. In fact, it makes me want to just open it up and see 7.5, 4.5, 1.7. And then you look at the numbers, just the percentages for him. 56% from the field, 39% from 3. Those are just such good numbers. It's just, you got to be happy. He's playing great. He's their best rookie so far this season, no question. And then I'd say Isaiah Collier's probably been number 2. I mean, even tonight, look at that. 3 for 3 from the field. He hit his first 3 of the season on a step-back 3, which is, of course, his first 3 is a tough one. So, but anyways, just got to say, Filipowski is awesome, and Utah has to be so happy with what he's doing. Collin Sexton is just really good, and Utah has to figure out a trade for him because I don't know if he's part of the future because he's going to get paid after next season, after the end of his contract. Someone out there is going to pay him, and I don't know if Utah wants to do that because they're going to have to look at contracts for different players, especially if any of these players like Keonte George, who is just getting better by the game, they're going to have to pay him. Utah needs to find a trade partner for Collin Sexton. There's got to be a team out there that wants Collin Sexton, what he does. Look at this, 5 for 12 from the field, 4 for 7 from 3, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. He's playing fantastic, just super efficient. He's great. It looks like he fouled out, actually. He plays with such energy and fire, and you love having a guy like that on your team. Just really fun to watch. I am just impressed with him, and there's got to be a team out there that wants Collin Sexton to be a part of their team and a part of a winning team. He's absolutely just shown that he can be a winning player. Keonte George is getting better and better and better and better. In fact, I want to bring up Basketball Reference and bring him up. Everyone who says not nice things, you guys better take those back. Take it back. Because he is playing so much better. Look at what he's doing this season. 14.8 points, 2.8 rebounds. He's got his 3-point percentage now up to 31.7. The field goal percentage is going up. They were way low, but he's averaging 6.1 assists per game. 14 points, 6 assists. That's phenomenal. And if he's doing it on the efficiency that he's doing. But what I want to bring up and show you, here's his last 5. This doesn't include tonight where he went... let's see. He goes tonight 2 for 4 from 3, 6 for 10 from the field. He arguably his most efficient, nice offensive night. The game is slowing down. He's figuring out his role. They're having him play off the ball a little bit, which has me actually excited. But anyways, before I go into that, here's what he's doing. He's doing it on. Are they not going to let me do this? Let's go to his game logs here. And let's look at it. I wish Basketball Reference would do this instantaneous like NBA.com, but they do not. So anyways, in his last, this doesn't include tonight, but 16 points, 5.5 assists. He's shooting 45% from 3. Interestingly enough, 39% from the field, but this will go up after tonight because he was 60% from the field. So he's over 40. He's going to be at like near 50% from 3. He is figuring it out. This is the one that's interesting. This is just going to continue to grow, but he had some shots tonight where you're like, he's getting it. What makes me super excited too is, look, the field goal attempts are going down and down and down, and it's okay. He scored 19 points in this one, took 5 free throws, was 50% from 3, 60% from the field. He is figuring it out. The game is slowing down 100%. And this is where I thought he could be. And honestly, this is what's exciting about this. I mentioned it before, is he's doing it a little bit more off the ball. That's why the assists are a little bit down, is because he's playing off of the other players a little more, playing honestly just within the offense, and it's working really well. He had 1 steal in this one too, but so basically he is picking his shots, and he's knocking them down. He had that little kind of driver. He had like a couple nice middies in this one. I mean, look at this. 10 shots, only 4 threes. Only 4 threes out of 10 shots, which makes me really happy. He's figuring out these shots and knocking them down, and they're not all easy. Like, he has got that mid-range game, and it's a weapon, and he's figuring out how to do it. Guys, this should get you excited. Not only preview of what can come in the future, because if Utah continues to do the right thing and lose these games and go into this draft where there are like 5 or 6 guys that are absolute top tier, S tier, superstar caliber talents, and I'm not kidding, there's like 4 or 5, maybe 6, depending if all of them kind of pan out. I don't know if EJ Edgecombe, we'll see, maybe. But there is a real shot that the Jazz get an absolute superstar in this draft. And then what happens there is if you have that ball going through that superstar, whether it's Cooper Flagg, Dylan Harper, Ace Bailey, Igor Demon, and now Trey Johnson, oh my gosh. And you have Keonte George playing off of that guy, this is exciting stuff. If he's doing this off of, and imagine the Jazz having a superstar player setting Key up, right? I mean, come on. It's time to get a little bit excited about what's going on here. This is exciting stuff. Key is a part of the future for sure. He is a key to the future, no doubt. 6 for 10 from the field, 2 for 4 from 3. These numbers are phenomenal, and he's playing good enough defense. You know what? And Taylor Hendricks is going to come back. Utah's going to get, we'll just speak into an existence. They're going to get Cooper Flagg. They're going to get Ace Bailey. I just feel like they're going to get a top 3 pick. And guess what? You put Dylan Harper on this team, and you have Key playing off of him. All of a sudden, you become so interesting and so volatile offensively. And then you have an offseason where you've got to make some trades. Utah has to trade off some of these veterans so that they can let the young guys play next year so we can get AJ DeBonsa, and then we win a championship. Then we bring the banner. Then we bring the title, the flowers, the accolades, the happiness, the joy. We can all name our children after our favorite players once again, our dogs, whatever. And we all live happily ever after because the Jazz will win a title and we'll all be happy for once in our lives. For once, we'll all feel that little piece of happiness that comes when your basketball team is the best on the planet. We need that feeling. All right, we mentioned Isaiah Collier earlier. He had a nice game, 3 for 3. He knocked down his step back 3. Perfect shooting night for Collier. Also from the free throw line. Playing too well. How fun is that? Collier's looking like an absolute point guard in the NBA, and it's just fun to see him playing better. In all honesty, I'm getting a little frustrated that, I just want to see these young guys go. Let these young guys go because they are the future. They are the future. And so you got to get Isaiah. Can we please trade Jordan Clarkson, who had a nice night? Can we please trade Collin Sexton, please? Please? Let's get the future on the floor, and let's lose these games. Okay? And yeah, I guess Jordan Clarkson kind of shot us out of this one, so maybe we should be just whatever. But he's handling the ball pretty well, and he's doing a lot of different things. It felt like he played a lot better than these numbers. I don't know how to explain it. Second half was not as good as his first half, and maybe he's slowing down. I don't know. Utah plays tomorrow, so let's just hope they can continue this losing streak. And let's get that superstar, baby. You know what I'm talking about? I want that prime, dime, blue chip superstar in a Jazz jersey wearing the beautiful purples. We were talking about on the live stream with everyone who was watching live. Those white jerseys next year are going to be so pristine, so perfect, So nice. We don't know what the jersey will be. It will most likely be delectable, delicious, so good. So good. And so, anyways, I'm really happy about this loss tonight. I was very mad about the last one. Sorry to everyone I said not nice things about. Sorry. I said not nice things about Jazz Brass. Sorry. My bad. Drew Eubanks, please play him more. Please. Drew Banks, all the way. All the way to the Drew Bank. Let's get this bread, guys. All the way to the Drew Banks. I want it. I need it. I gotta have it. Cody Williams is struggling. He's just having a rough season, and it's okay. We need to keep feeding him minutes. This is what it's all about. Playing through these tough times, taking your lumps. He's taking a lot of lumps right now, and that's okay. Johnny Juzang is getting a little bit less minutes, and we're kind of seeing why. He is not the best defender. Not defending at a very high level or showing he can. We know he can shoot the ball. He's likely going to be on this team for a while, but man, does he struggle to defend. On a superstar team, I think he looks a lot different. If he can come in, play 10, 15 minutes, knock down threes, that's great. But when he's kind of a featured part of a bad team, it's not very good. But that's okay. We are not worried about being very good. We, in fact, want the opposite of that. So that's nice to see. All right, guys, that's really it tonight. Really so pleased and so happy the Jazz lost this game. They were up by 10 in the fourth, and I tell you what, I was just literally begging the basketball gods to let this good thing happen for once. For once. And it did. All right, it's time for lottery night. Utah, because they did the right thing. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. Look, Utah now sits at 4 instead of 5, which puts them in much better spot come lottery night. That's one spot lower. Let's see. Let's bring up this. By the way, guys, my mom and dad, in fact, I want to look this up. I'll need to share it in, I'm going to share it on the channel. I'm going to start promoting it, but I would love for everyone to go to my mom and dad's YouTube channel. They produced a short film, and anyways, I would love for everyone to go and support their film. I believe it's Wounded Unicorn, and go subscribe to the channel. Maybe watch through it's my mom's movie. They put an absolute ton of work into that movie, and it is a beautiful movie. It's about my my great grandma. She was an accused witch and died in prison, and it's about her and what happened. And my mom is the main actress. My mom, she does a great job. So if you want to go see my mom in her movie, that would be amazing. It's called I Be a Witch. So Wounded Unicorn, it would be amazing. I'll put a link in the community, and I'll just start talking about it because I would love, and I'm going to make it a shared channel on my channel. But anyways, it would be super cool if people went and supported my mom and dad's movie. And that would be amazing. They did a great job. I'm actually in it. If you can see me in the movie, extra points. My kids are in it. My wife is in it. We're all in it. So anyways, Wounded Unicorn. All right, the movie is called I Be a Witch. It's about Anne Foster. I'm actually writing a novel about it. How I wanted that story to go. A revenge story from the viewpoint of Andrew Foster. It's going to be fun. Murdering the judges. Anyways, sorry. But go watch my mom's movie. It's really good. All right, let's start the music. And let's look at the draft lottery. Let's see. All right, so if the Utah Jazz, if the lottery was today, what would happen with the Utah Jazz? Let's see. They dropped 4 spots to number 8. No. That is horrible. That's the worst of the season. Well, that's why you got to get number one right there. I'll tell you what. Because what happens when you're number one and you get jumped by 4 teams? Like Toronto, Philadelphia, Washington, Utah. If this happened, that would be absolutely insane. That means, guess what? Toronto still gets top 5. And you know what that means if you're Toronto? You still get Trey Johnson. Trey Johnson. So, don't be dumb, Jazz. Keep it up. Because you know what would be better? Oh, look, they moved Common Malawach to 7. Common Malawach rising up the boards. We don't even get Common Malawach with that. So, Utah's got to get their work done and get to the top. If you want to know my prediction, I think Utah ends up about 2. Toronto is going to get Scotty Barnes back and some of their other players. It's just hard to not see them win some games. Washington, I don't think they're going to be pretty bad. But I think Utah is going to absolutely be 2 or 3. And so even if they're at like 3 and drop 4, that gets them 7, which gets them Common Malawach. Not the most ideal thing, but we'll take it. And who knows, maybe Malawach turns into the superstar that we want. But anyways, get that top pick, Jazz. I want Trey Johnson. Guys, go search Trey Johnson. He looks phenomenal. He looks so good. An absolute lights out shooter, and his name's Trey Johnson. Are you serious? Freaking awesome. All right, let's see. Let's give a shout out to Ryan Edward Perry, the legend. Baby Elliot Madsen. See ya, Alexa later. Christian House Money to Haas, the Outlaw, Jesse James Nelson, Jordan the Goat Besserell, Austin R. Grant Editor Extraordinaire, KG10 to TH5, and Patrick Akubo, the Connoisseur. Guys, like I said, go to Wounded Unicorn. Watch the movie I Be a Witch by my mom. It's really good. I recommend it highly. It's fantastic. They need all the subscribers. Go comment on it and say how great it was. Try to watch it all the way through. That will get it more views and more run on the internet. Go do it. Go do it. You won't regret it. It's a good movie called I Be a Witch. Winner of multiple Independent Film Festival awards, and it's starring my mom. Go watch it, guys. All right, I'll link to it. Make sure you go see. Guys, I will talk to you next time.